Hello, welcome to today's immigration tidbit. Well, it's like war. Sometimes you have to fight a few battles in order to win the war. And I have found in my 30 some years of practice that people are willing to do what it takes because they don't want to be deported back to their own country. That's how bad things are. They will fight for years inside the US to try to get a fair shake at life. That's the reality of what it is. Their country that they would have to go back to is so bad, and comparatively speaking, the US is so good that they do fight. And again, there's a lot of hearings. What you're saying is true. It does take a long time. Sometimes it takes years. I've had some clients that have been clients for decades. But in the interim, while they are fighting their case, they're here. They're earning money. They're creating a life. They're expanding their family. They're visiting places. They're living a much better life here, fighting to stay here than they would be just giving up and leaving. So like I started this video out saying, and like is the reality. A lot of times you have to fight a few of the battles to win the war. There's a lot of times that there's unconstitutional actions that are taken against clients. And the problem with constitutional arguments, of which there's a lot of them and of which they're powerful, is that the the entities below the circuit courts of appeal are all under the ambit of administrative law. And they, being the asylum officers or the judges on the Board of Immigration Appeals or any of the immigration judges, any of them, they cannot rule on a constitutional issue that has been challenged. They don't have the authority. Even if they wanted to, they don't have the authority. So sometimes we know we're going to have to fight all the different levels to get up to the Circuit Court of Appeals in order to properly get a ruling on the constitutional issue. And we have to make those arguments, below, or we've waived them. So it's kind of odd that you have to make an argument to different entities that you're in front of, knowing they have no authority to rule on it. But if you don't make the arguments, when you get up to the judges who do have the authority, they won't be able to. So you have to make the entire argument and everything that's necessary in order to finally get up there. So if you don't have a run-of-the-mill case, and you have to fight it. You have to have that in mind that it will take time. It will take different levels in order to get there. But ultimately, if you do win, you will have fought for a very good cause. And if you don't win, the reality is you've been able to stay here for years, building everything up in order to possibly have other options as well.